What's up, Trainiacs? That is Tim Dawn's Specialized Shiv. Now, we went over to the wind tunnel and we talked with the engineer who actually spent 4 years designing this Shiv about why it is the way it is. And believe me, it looks really good in person. We'll admit it, not the best photo taker, but in person, damn, looks nice.
Hey, I'm Keith Kimmel. I'm lead engineer for the new Shiv disc. I'm a senior engineer here at Specialized, and this has been my life for the past don't want to admit, but maybe 4 years. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the cool features that we put into this bike that makes it one of the best triathlon bikes in the world. So first, the obvious one is we've got the disc brakes here. That allows for much better control of the bike, a stiffer front end with the through axles, and a lot more confidence, especially with the historically poor performing triathlon rim brakes. Up front, we have a super adjustable cockpit. It can slide almost infinitely in terms of reach. We have many lateral positions for fit, rotation in the arm cups, and not shown here, but also angle for the arms. One of the coolest features of this bike is the folding handlebar system. This system can fold all the way to parallel with the fork in order to allow for easy travel. That feature also allows us to accommodate many different fit ranges. So here we have a certain pad to hood drop at the 0 degree, but these bars can also be rotated -20 and +20 degree to allow for your desired pad to base bar drop. Moving back on the bike, nutrition is obviously very key for triathlon, so we have a removable bento box. This bento box here can handle your gels or any nutrition that you might need, and also allows for further storage inside the down tube. It's easily removable, so in a race you don't have to worry about unpacking your gel system, and it snaps into place like that. Then moving to the rear of the bike, we've got the hydration fuel cell. Probably the most identifiable feature of this bike, but not only is it a place for nutrition and water, but it's also an aerodynamic feature. This airfoil shape here is a continuation of the seat tube and seat post that allows us to really improve aerodynamics in a crosswind. Another identifiable feature for this bike is the extreme drop in the seat stays. This allows us to minimize the frontal profile and really reduce the drag. It also provides a nice tucking of the disc brake system, which allows us to offer disc brakes at minimal aero penalty. The seat stay and chain stay junction here, having this elbow in here gives us a much longer arm to really tune the stiffness and tune the comfort of this bike. So through layup optimization and tuning of the features of this chain stay, seat stay junction, we can really offer a stiff rear end that is also easy to live with. The fork is really a byproduct of our commitment to disc brakes. So never before have you been able to take a fork from through axle all the way to top tube. Before, you used to always need to terminate the fork blade at the lower crown. But you can see here on this medium-sized frame, we get a full dropout to top tube length fork blade, and we have the depth that we want to really harness the crosswinds. This increase in surface area really contributes to the bike's sailing effect and the good handling and crosswinds. So in the front end, you'll notice that we have a nose cone here. This additional nose cone allows us to manage the internal cable routing and hydration through the front of the bike, and also extends the forward airfoil for great aerodynamics. This concept here is also allowed due to the move to disc brakes. So the front end here is a dual crown design, which is extremely stiff. This extremely stiff dual crown design allows us to really improve the strength of the front end, and we were able to get to a bearing spacing on the head tube that we've never been able to achieve before. This 67mm head tube height for size small allows us to drop the front end very low so we can get lower positions than we've traditionally been able to do. Another key attribute of this bike is its adaptability. So we've designed it with ideal placements in mind for all your hydration and nutrition, but we also wanted to make sure it's easy for the user to tune to their system. So in addition to having all the internal storage that we offer, we also maintain rivets on the top tube to allow you to add a bento if necessary. We also maintain a standard water bottle system on the seat tube. These allow a user to customize the bike to their nutrition needs and hopefully put down the best time with the best nutrition plan for that particular rider. The folding handlebar system was the biggest mechanical challenge. From a development point of view, the internal hydration system here was something that we reached outside of our expertise to really execute properly, and required a lot of collaboration with our suppliers in order to achieve a functionality that we thought was acceptable for our consumers. So those are the main features of this bike, and we think it's going to be one of the fastest bikes on Kona. So people are just now starting to get their bikes. It's been a long wait for a lot of people. It's been a long wait for me. We're starting to get the feedback, and seeing everyone super excited to finally get their bike is really a rewarding situation to be in. You know, we launched it with our professional athletes in Kona first, and you know, we had a lot of time between then and now to really learn from those athletes. We made some improvements and made sure that the product that the consumer is now getting just, you know, this last week is absolutely dialed. So we're excited, and we think that work really paid off. It feels really good. You know, the reason I came to Specialized was to work on product like this. You know, I wanted to work on product that really connected to customers and to people, so that I could be walking down the street and see someone that had a bike that I designed, and you know, they spent their hard-earned money to, you know, make a decision to purchase that bike, believed in what I believed in and what everyone else, you know, here believed in. So when you finally have that experience, that's when you know you worked on something special.
So that Trainiacs is the all-new Specialized Shiv. Around the 500 athletes that purchased like the first run of it are starting to get it now, and all of these Zwift Tri Academy athletes are getting their very own Shiv. Now don't get me wrong, and don't think that this means that I am abandoning Ventum. Still loves me some Ventum, but that doesn't mean that I can't appreciate other bikes, and I appreciate that bike. It looks good. Alright, Trainiacs, if you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button below. And if you are already subscribed, check out some of the other videos of what we've done over here while we were at the Zwift Tri Academy. Later.